Bitcoin may see a supply shock as available tokens hit their lowest levels since 2018. Bitcoin price is up 100% year to date, and Bitcoin's 14% weekly gain signals end of an era as big tech dumps, analysts say. So, guys, we've got a lot to cover today. Make sure you stick around for the whole entire video to get the most important Bitcoin information. I'm your host, Amr, and let's hop right into it. So, firstly, we got this tweet coming in from Dennis Porter at Dennis_Porter_. There are multiple groups working towards nuclear power plants to mine #Bitcoin. In a decade, #Bitcoin may be the driving force behind unlocking carbon-free energy in the USA. Very interesting. I actually haven't heard of that before. I'd love to see more details on that. If you guys are interested in that, let me know. I'll take some more. I'll dig some more into this specific idea of Bitcoin being powered by nuclear. Um, but if that is the case, if this is true, I mean that would be fantastic. Because one of the biggest things that people are really against crypto right now is its energy consumption. And truthfully, I think like Bitcoin is still very new, and there's still a lot of technical advancements to be made in terms of energy consumption and efficiency. If nuclear were to be implemented in terms of getting Bitcoin, oh my God, that'd be a game changer, absolute game changer. Crypto T said, proof of work. Aeroyo, can you share who? I'm an architect and I would love to work for a Bitcoin company. It's been a challenge since it seems like most companies are looking for coders or finance guys. Very interesting, huh? Very, very interesting. James Grappolino had to say #nuclear plus #Bitcoin equals human flourishing. Cleanest energy powering the strongest monetary system. If this happened, oh my God, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Let's hope this is a real tweet. Let's hope this is not just some speculation. We'll see. Next, from Rect Capital at Rect Capital, if you FOMO on a green day, you won't have enough ammo to FOMO on a red day. If you must FOMO, choose a red day. #Bitcoin, #crypto, #Bitcoin. So very, very, very interesting take here. I absolutely love that. Absolutely fantastic tweet coming from Rect Capital. And I agree with him, I try to avoid my FOMO. I try to be proactive and instead of reactive to a lot of things, but it does happen sometimes. And, if you're going to do FOMO, I feel like I agree with him. It's better to do it on a red day than a green day. Regardless, guys, I'm not trying to offer any financial advice to anybody. I'm just trying to bring tweets and stuff like that and articles that will bring you the most important Bitcoin news from today. Regardless, though, if you're ever going to make any investment, make sure you're making good decisions, a well situated information, and you're being confident with yourself. Anything I say is just my personal opinion, or I'm just trying to read off what's going on in the community. But yeah, next tweet we got is coming in from Dr. Jeff Ross at Veil Share Cap. What I am watching, and I think he's referring to this chart here, saying ongoing similarities between 2014 to 2017 and 2022 to 2025. #Bitcoin bear crab bull markets on the monthly chart. Currently, October 2023, a monthly RSI of 55.55 has similar vibes to November 2015, monthly RSI of 54.40. While history doesn't repeat itself, it often rhymes. Lots of concerns out there of which to be wary, to be sure, but the coming 18 to 24 months promises to be interesting. So let's take a look at this chart here. So he's saying that there's a similarity from this and this right here, where there was a really steady raise right here. And so they're saying that they're seeing a pattern here and they're expecting this to come through. Now, personally, I'm not well informed enough to make these kind of analyzations myself, but I'd love to see that. It would be absolutely amazing. By the crab, indeed, indeed, by the crab. Been seeing the same with the last pump. 1.5 year of bull market follows. That would be absolutely amazing. I would love to see that. As you can see, there's a steady rise going on overall. Next, we got this article coming in from CoinDesk stating Bitcoin's 14% weekly gain signals end of an era as big tech dumps, analyst says. So let's get right into it. So Bitcoin BTC's bullish momentum has spread to the broader crypto market this week as all crypto sectors booked gains, CoinDesk data shows. Bitcoin gained over 14% in a week, recently consolidating at around $33,700 after it hit fresh yearly highs at $35,000, but failed to break through that price level. Bitcoin's performance is roughly in line with the CoinDesk Market Index CMI 14% advance. The strongest pocket of digital assets was the CoinDesk Computing Sector (CPU), an index that tracks protocols aiming to build and support the infrastructure of Web3 and distributed computing. CPU saw over 17% gains, driven mainly by tokens of Chainlink and Fetch AI. Even the laggard decentralized finance (DCF) and digitalization sectors were up over 7% this week, highlighting the breadth of the crypto rally. So here we can see week-to-date performance from the CoinDesk Market Index sector. So computing up 16%, currency 13%, culture and entertainment 13%, smart contract platform 10%, digitization 7.3%, and DeFi 7.2%. Notable best performing cryptocurrencies include notorious meme coin Pepe with 76% advance following on a token burn, Link rallying over 44%, which benefited from tokenization of real world assets trend and finance focused injective protocols native token INJ, adding another 58% to its already impressive run following a token upgrade this August. crypto's uptover, and big tech's demise. So, what has made crypto's bullish week even more significant is a dismissal of U.S. equities. Coinbase analyst David Duong and David Han noted. They pointed out that Bitcoin moved 4.3 standard deviations higher this week compared to the previous 3 months, while the S&P 500 and Nasdaq moved nearly 2.5 to 3.0 standard deviations lower during the same time. That the Coinbase report said that is absolutely insane. I mean, we're seeing what, like, that's huge. So here's a chart that's talking about it. Overall, I'm not exactly sure how this, what this exactly means. I do know it's good news for Bitcoin overall, showing a lot of progress. However, what it means in terms of S&P 500 and Nasdaq going down at the same time is very intriguing. Very, very intriguing. Overall, they kind of follow a similar chart, but now they're kind of spreading out over here around was this like June. It seemed like we're right, like late June, early July. It seems like they deviated from each other, as well as approximately a year ago. It looks like around November or December. There's a deviation here, but aside from that, they've been following each other pretty widely. But this gap is definitely a lot bigger than this gap or this gap. So we'll see what this plays out and what this means. Very, very, very interesting. Next, we got this article coming in from uh, what's it called? Kitco.com. Bitcoin price is up 100% year to date. Garrett Soloway charts the next level of Bitcoin. So, guys, this is a cool article coming out here. Right, we got the stocks coming in. Very cool video. I highly suggest watching it. Gareth Calloway had a lot of really good insight onto this. So let's get right into this article. Bitcoin is up more than 100% year to date and 30% in the last 2 weeks, reigniting the bullish sentiment. Gareth Soloway, chief market strategist at InTheMoneyStocks.com and president of VerifiedInvesting.com, charts how far this recent rally can go. Bitcoin hit a 17-month high of above 35,000 this week on optimism that spot Bitcoin ETF will be approved within the next 4 months. At the same time of writing, Bitcoin was trading at $33,981, down 2% on the day. Bitcoin has been moving higher on spot Bitcoin ETF news, but once that approval officially comes through, that may trigger a sell-off or pause in the price, with some profits being taken off the table. Soloway told Michelle McCory, lead anchor and editor-in-chief of Kitco News, "You'll probably get approval by end year or early in 2024. If Bitcoin is still up here, you may not go higher," Soloway warned. "It may be already factoring in the approval. It's very possible it could sell on the news." At one point last week, Bitcoin surged 10% on false BlackRock iShares Bitcoin ETF application was approved. There's a false reports by the Securities and Exchange Commission. There have also been several comments that a spot Bitcoin ETF approval could come as early as the end of this year. The maximum upside for Bitcoin in this bull run is $47,000. Absolutely interesting. So hopefully we're going to see that. But I wanted to highlight this article specifically for the fact that he's talking about where is it? That it may increase or it may pause in the price with some profits being taken away. So just wanted to bring that in a little bit of a different take, because a lot of people have been really saying moon, bull, 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 with spot Bitcoin ETF coming through. But Gareth Holloway offers a different perspective. Next, we got this article coming in from Business Insider saying Bitcoin may see a supply shock as available tokens hit their lowest level since 2018, with a potential ETF likely to jolt demand. Analyst says so. The world's largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization might run into a shortage of liquid supply, especially with the potential approval of a spot Bitcoin ETF poised to boost demand. The amount of available Bitcoin tokens to buy and sell on crypto exchanges has dropped to 2.3 million, the lowest since April 2018, according to Glassnode data. That's down from 2.6 million a year ago. To me, this is suggestive of a potential supply shock. Matt Weller, global head of research at Forex.com, told CoinDesk TV on Thursday, essentially, there's not too much Bitcoin actively liquid in the market that's available for trade. The supply crunch could set up Bitcoin for another price spike. Earlier this week, Bitcoin hit $35,000, the high since May 2022, on hopes that spot Bitcoin ETF would get regulatory approval soon. Such an ETF would boost demand for Bitcoin, further squeezing the limited supply. With lower supply in the market, it only takes a small bump in demand, like what we've seen with the speculation around the ETF, to really drive price higher at a rapid rate, Weller said. Contributing to the restrained supply is that millions of Bitcoins are being held by original diehard crypto investors. Weller estimated that about 3 million Bitcoin tokens haven't been traded in 10 years. But if the price of Bitcoin soars, that could relieve supply by nudging some investors to sell. Very interesting. So let's hope you see that. I mean, obviously, for us, people who have been holding Bitcoin previously before this, it sounds like a very amazing thing. The price of Bitcoin going up means that we're going to have a lot more valuable assets. However, at the same time, I feel like it might make entry for new investors into the crypto and Bitcoin community a lot tougher. We're going to have to see how that plays out, though. Regardless, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and got some important information out of it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I'm your host, Amr, and until the next video, have a good one and good luck trading. Take care, y'all.